Hi, my name's Nick Tann and welcome to my Fresh Music Fix. Artists from around the world send me their tunes. I pick the songs I like the best and put them together in a podcast to share with you, and you. This week, in episode 77, we've got Emily Wolfe, The Visitors, Brooke Sharkey-Greg Anderson, but we're going to kick off with the Travis Waltons and Homewrecker, and you are going to love it.
Saying from the start, you got it on like a house on fire. I shiver and shake and sweat, but I swear I am fine. And I know that you stop when I'm afraid, but I'm never too scared to look away. You still look so sad on the floor, gagging up your lungs. The only fear I've ever known, the only pain I ever want, and all the time you're the break and I'm the back. Whenever my heart says you can always make it sing, and all the time you're not home, I'm a wreck. Saying from the start that we go and take ourselves apart. I shiver and shake and sweat, but I swear it's alright. And I know that you stop when I'm afraid. I just think I left it far too late. You still look so sad on all fours, gagging up your lungs. The only fear I've ever known, the only pain I ever want, and all the time you're the break and I'm the back. Whenever my heart sings, you can always make it sing, and all the time you're not home, I'm a wreck. You say you can't trust me, but if you want, you can touch me. The only fear I've ever known, the only pain I ever want, and all the time you're the break and I'm the back. Whenever my heart sings, you can always make it sing, and all the time you're not home, I'm a wreck.
That's how to make a song.
The Travis
Oh,
Waltons.
Jesus H. Sorry, everybody, bang the mic. Welcome to 77, everybody. Today, this episode and the next episode, it's all about the music.
Not about the artists.
Not about the artists. Well, we will mention them. That's the Travis Waltons. But that track, like, if you're a long-time listener or just a recent listener to the podcast, you'll know that I go on about, the drop, and there's this, and there's this. Keep us interested. That's what that song did. Go on, you say. I can speak reams about this, but go on.
As I'm listening to these tracks, I just jot down one or two things I'm going. I'll read out my little list that as it matured in my head. Soft guitar intro, broke into power chords from nowhere, took you somewhere else. Clean, very, very clean. Great chorus, great voice. The drums are amazing. The stops. Wow, in there. And finally, I wrote down, it does what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Why is my microphone sounding funny? Anyway, forget that. It does that sometimes. I don't know why it's doing that. Never mind. So I wrote down Glock. So it brings the Glockenspiel. The Glockenspiel comes in, you see. You hardly even notice it when it comes in, but it just brings in those those high frequencies. The second verse, when you want it to change a little bit, it changes, but without you hardly even noticing it. You go like, hang on, was the first verse like this? You're like, no, it's broken a little bit. And then it does a breakdown, but without it breaking down. Yeah? And then when the breakdown comes, the drums keep it there. It keeps it there. And then it comes in. And it builds and builds and builds. And then we've got that stop, and it stops. There's silence. And then it just comes back in again. And then, to finish it off with, it plays the fucking intro. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's got everything. Oh, it's such a joy to listen to it.
It's a perfect song.
It is beautiful. And
timeless, because it's so good.
It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Anyway, hopefully my vocals will sound better in the second half. This happened a couple of podcasts ago. My first one, it sounded like maybe I'm too far away. Maybe I'm too far away. Maybe that's what it is. It still sounds a bit weird though. Anyway, enough of that. Listen to this. This is Emily Wolfe and Lionheart. It's gorgeous.
Shaking like a leaf, yeah, you know that I'm dying.
That
Gorgeous.
was Emily Wolfe and
was, isn't it?
Lionheart.
It was.
Go on.
Well, what do you think? What did you think?
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was interesting was it was led by the bass player in a lot of ways. It was constant bass. Mm-hmm. Drums dropped out a little bit at the end to get her voice coming because her voice is quite fragile. So you were having to sort of like tune into her voice. Come on, give me a voice. So she was quite hidden in the mix in a way.
Yeah.
And I liked that because it made me. It was interesting to try and get into it, but it was really driven by the bass and the drums for me.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about this. So, this is from an album called Director's Notes. So she recorded an album. I can't remember the name of the album. But she made demos of all the tracks to send to the producer of this is how the tracks are. So when we go in the studio, this is what we're going to be doing. And then I think the guy who recorded this said, or someone said, well, why don't you put this album out as well? Which was a fantastic idea.
The demo tracks as they were.
Yeah, the demo tracks. So that's what you've just listened to.
And I think the sound comes like that.
I think she played every instrument.
Okay.
So I think she played the drums and she played the bass. She may not be a bass player. That's why I go.
I was going to say I had to work very hard to write that song.
And the sound of the drums is in a fantastic mix. And you can actually hear the rim shots. You can do the.
Yeah,
you can hear that. Yeah, so it's not perfectly mastered, and it's not, and so, and I've spoken about this before. It's often when artists record their own voices that their voices are lower in the mix, just because of
just because like their own voice.
Not
their own voice.
They're not as confident.
Yeah, confident. Yeah, okay.
I'm a bit more, only because I tend to mix mine a little bit higher than usual because of various experiences I've had. I did an album once called The Vinyl Project, and I'm not going to go on about it. But when the guy sent me the tracks, the tracks that he mixed, I was like, no, the vocals far too high in the mix, really, really high. It made me like, oh, and I played it to a few people, and they were like, no, it's sitting just right. And the guy that produced it, he said, no, that is sitting just right. I was like, oh God, really? Is this how loud my vocals got to be?
Well, that's why you need the independent voice to produce and do that sort of stuff.
That's right. And Emily Wolfe, she's just an absolute monster. She's brilliant. All the other tracks on the album are fantastic. There's not a duff track on it. And the sort of, like you talk about, the fragileness is still there.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like her recording it, so she's like there's a lot of effort has gone into that to actually just to be able to mix the whole album, record and mix the whole album to send off to do.
I was going to say, not just 2 or 3 demo tracks, no, more than 12. Or
no. There's I can't remember how many, but anyway, that's that. And Emily Wolfe, absolute massive respect for her. So let's listen to this. This is The Visitor and Same Old Me. You're going to love this as well.
Looking something I'm not. And it had to change before I gave it a shot. And I'm back now to how I used to be. It's the same old, it's the same old me. 'Cause it's the same old me. And it's the same old me. Yeah, it's the same old me. 'Cause the world might give you up, but I'll tell you where I've had enough. And the world might let you down, but I'm back the same as always. 'Cause it's the same old me. 'Cause it's the same old me. And it's the same old me. Yeah, it's the same old me. Same old, 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 same old.
You like that? Diddling, diddling, little trill. Little trill at the end. Yeah,
It was The Visitors and Same Old Me.
It was, yes. So the thing about that is that it kind of starts off great, and it's a brilliant chorus. And it's a great hook line, and it's brilliant. But about halfway through, it runs out of steam, and it's like it needs something else. So we've got that same old, and then same old song again, and then there's a bit of a guitar solo, and there's a keyboard solo, and so these are the choices that were made at the time. So I if we could all go back in time and change various things, I would go back in time and change that.
Yeah, I think I said to you, it should have, when these first some old,
yeah.
I would have put the guitar in there, the guitar and piano break in there, and then finish off with the some old.
Absolutely.
Leave you with that and the things. I said interesting enough about the start and the end. When it started, I wrote down, sounds like a bit of a barroom jam. It's sort of like everybody's just coming in, going, and then suddenly the vocal became the front and centre. And it became about the vocal, which was great. And then it ended up running out in a sort of a jam session, which was really nice. I really love the ending.
It's really, I love the song, and I think later, out of all the songs we're going to play today,
it's me. I'm being WhatsApped.
That we're going to play today, that one's going to be the one at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're going to wake up and go, and you're going to be going, same old. You're going, that's the bit I didn't really like. Or you can go, same old me. Wow, that guitar.
That's what I didn't like. It was too much of it. It was that first bit. The second set, I suddenly looked at you when he went into upper range into the second bit. I thought, that's good. I get that. But I mean, we're being picky.
Really picky.
Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Because we love the songs.
We do love the songs, otherwise it wouldn't be here. It wouldn't be here, mate. So this is Brooke Sharkey and Our Ways. This is amazing.
Tu me verras glisser dans tes yeux, casse entre le rire et le sérieux. But you've got another train to catch, a whole other batch. Why does it matter? Ce jeu t'allô comme c'est rigolo. Why do I bother? I might make it through the summer, but what about the winter? Quand tu ne seras plus là, quand la solitude me frappera. Oh, let me think.
How about that?
Brooke Sharkey.
Brooke Sharkey, not Grant.
Definitely not Grant. Sound like it was almost recorded live at the Folies Bergère.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Really, really nice. She's got what I would describe as the perfect voice.
Okay.
It's like pitch wise, she's like
the way she's dropping between different
different languages.
Yes, very clever.
It's very nice. We like that. I like it because it didn't seem like it was a gimmick.
Well, I was just going to say, is it tongue-in-cheek? And I was trying to work out as it was going because it kept on changing a little bit. And I don't think, It definitely sounded like it came from a musical, didn't it? If you were sat in the theatre, you would think.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Yeah, definitely.
I suppose so. Yeah, it's got. I mean, it's got gypsy jazz going on in it, and I do love my gypsy jazz.
Yes. A little bit of mandolin coming in as well.
Yeah.
Just a squeaky accordion.
Yeah, it had all the. It ticks lots of boxes, lots
elements.
of stops coming in and out. But then, I think it would make more sense lyrically if you spoke both languages. Oh,
hello.
See, my phone agrees with me. Yeah. So yeah, that works really well. And I love that. So that was Brooke Sharkey. That was. She's many a good song, and she's. I think she's touring at the moment.
Oh, really?
In Here and in the France, I believe. Anyway, there's something else I wanted to say to you. There's something I've discovered. I've discovered a fantastic thing for people that want to listen to music and don't want to pay for any streaming services, and can get some fantastic music, and it is the Bandcamp app. Now, I discovered this last week because I use Bandcamp for all of everything that I've recorded and in brackets, not brackets, and released, because released often means I've just sort of put it on some streaming websites. Is on Bandcamp.com, and a lot of independent artists use it. And a lot of artists with contracts and decent also use it. And this app is free.
Does it cost you to put money on it as an artist?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't put anything on it. No. I think they take a percentage, but it's not a great deal of percentage of the. I can't remember. But
okay.
Anyway. This app is completely free. And you can go through the Bandcamp catalogue and find people. So one of my new favourite finds is Jayla Nagonda, who I adore. I bought their vinyl album, and also I've just his vinyl album, and also I received a 45
7-inch single
with
a hole in the middle,
with
a big hole in the
big hole in the middle, and that came through Bandcamp. So you can go onto the Bandcamp app, as I said. You can, as far as I can find so far, it's all free. You can go and find all the artists on Bandcamp. You can also do searches by genre, etc. And you can make playlists.
Oh, really?
You can make playlists of people that you like and have it to listen to, and it doesn't cost you anything.
All right.
And I would imagine that artists would know if they're on a playlist, etc., etc. And as I said, it is totally free so far. I mean, this is why it hasn't been punted out more. I don't know, but if you want to make playlists and discover some artists that aren't on your mainstream, and you're not putting money, you're not paying for somebody's yacht or whatever, then Bandcamp. I'll put a link up on the podcast notes, etc. I know you can get it for. Well, you can get it on. I've got it on my iPhone. You can probably get it on your.
I've just loaded it.
Have you? Well done.
The other way to get great music is also just to go to the Is This Thing On? Well, you could go to Is This Thing On and Nick Tann's Fresh Music Fix website, and you can just listen to great music there for nothing as well. You can indeed. You got to put with us talking in between every so often, but you can skip that. Oh, have you done? You can also do chapters. Yes, it automatically puts it into chapters. That's on Spotify, no? That's on Spotify, but also does also transcribes it, which is quite funny. I like that sometimes as well. Transcribe this, motherfuckers. So we're going to finish off with Greg Anderson. Yeah, Greg Anderson and Run for the Hills.
Waste no time on yourself if it's lies that you tell. I've seen you everywhere. Couldn't you and I seal this thing tonight? Waste no time. Tell no lies, tell no lies. Tell no lies. I love you more than I could even say tell no lies, tell no lies, tell no lies, tell no lies.
There you go.
Was that it?
That was it. That was it.
That was Greg Anderson and Run for the Hills.
It was. So you're looking at me quite quizzically.
Yeah, I struggled. Struggle's the wrong word. I was, on the first track we played,
What's that?
it's plane, helicopter. It's most probably the air ambulance, which is now situated just down the road from us now. Doesn't
Is it?
Yeah, it's moved to Southampton Airport. Yeah,
Oh,
which is
okay.
from Thruxton, which is much better, and I see it most days. Going back to the Travis Walton track.
Thank you. For more air ambulance news, tune in. If you've been affected by any of the...
Sponsor them. And yeah, that first track, it went where I wanted it to go. I said to you, I made that comment there. This didn't know where it was going to go. It was almost like the music was laid down, which went all over the place as well for me, and then he jumped the vocals over the top. It wasn't as though they were written together, if that makes sense. Go on.
Okay. Well, I can see your point, but what I like about this song is that there's not an awful lot to it. There's like da 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 da, and then the da 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 da, and he's managed to make a song out of it, and he's put in all the bits that you need to keep you going. Again, it's one of those it just plants a little seed in your brain. So it's not a complete song. It's not like sit back and have a great listening experience. Now, the thing about Greg is that he writes songs and he produces songs, and some of these songs end up on jukeboxes. I know it's ridiculous. People have jukeboxes, but they do in pubs, etc., etc.
All right.
And so he put some of these tracks on these jukeboxes. I don't know how he did it.
Snuck them in.
He snuck them in. But you're in a pub. Da-da-da. I don't know what that da-da-da is, but you're sort of, and this comes on, you're like, oh, okay.
It does engage you.
It does engage you. There's a bit of Smiths going on. Yeah, which is interesting. But I find this track a very interesting track to listen to obviously from my point of view, but just the way that it's constructed and that it doesn't rinse the chorus at the end, which it could do. We could put some more choruses in the end, but he's filled it out with some stuff that keeps it interesting. It's not repetitive. Each step, as there comes a section, it's this section, there's this section, there's this section, there's this section, and then goodbye.
I wrote down, it doesn't follow a format.
No.
That's what we expect with songs, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, it's all kicking off. What's that? Oh, okay, excellent. Sorry, someone's messaging me about. I'm looking at buying. All right.
Calm down.
I'm looking at buying a rowing machine. And I asked them questions earlier on, and they're getting back to me. Welcome to my life. If you've been affected by it. So there we go.
Send an air ambulance.
Yeah, send an air ambulance in. So we got the Travis Walton's Emily Wolfe, the Visitors-Brooke, Sharkey and Greg Anderson. And I stand by all of those tracks. I think they're lovely. And
I agree.
And Chris agrees. Well, thanks very much, Chris, for coming along. Thanks, everybody, for sending their tracks in. We'll be back with another show just like this in just a few minutes' time. I love you all. Goodbye.